Another day in the fish room. Gonna be providing some updates today, prepping for some new fish. I can't seem to stop ordering new fish in. It's always fun for me. And here's a little update on the wall that was built. In the last video I showed I just had a curtain here for the longest time, but thanks to your guys' support, purchasing from the website, subscribing to the channel, I was able to make some improvements, and I actually have an insulated wall down here in the basement, so that's gonna help me insulate for this coming winter. I heat the room, and it was really difficult with just a curtain to heat the space effectively. So now we make little improvements there. These are the Santa Claus guppies that I've had for probably a year now. And I lost the males, and I just have the females left, and I haven't had any fry from these guys for over a year. But today, we actually have some fry. So I'm really excited about it. Something I've been trying for such a long time, and I never thought I would struggle so hard with a strain of guppies. These guys, turns out these guys had Calmaneris redworm. I don't know how long they had it for, but once I treated it, fry started appearing. So I don't know if that's a coincidence, if the setup here is enough cover that there was fry able to survive, but I'm really excited about that. I just combined 2 separate spawns of the platinum rice fish together in this 10-gallon. Didn't realize how many I had until they all got in here. You can see some are a little bit bigger than the others. These spawns are only 2 weeks apart. But these guys are breeding true. They look to be a nice platinum. Sometimes I've had this in the past happen to me, and I see it with other people. You order platinums and they end up just being a washed out version from another strain, like sometimes the orange ones. I'll notice in my line I'll get the occasional orange. In the orange Medaka rice fish line I'll get the occasional white, and I feel like people would just sell those as platinums. But I can finally start having these guys on the website for the first time, so I'm excited about that. These Japan blue gold double sword guppies I can't seem to produce enough of. Everyone seems to be wanting this strain, and I understand why. It's one of my favorites and fun to work with. They're a little bit challenging because they love to eat their fry. I have to do the hang-on breeder box method, where I put a female that's just about ready to drop into this breeder box here with some floating plants, and usually there's more maybe a Java moss or something on the bottom. You can see those guys are just a couple days old. You can see how small they are compared to some of these big females. And if I let the female go too long in here with the fry, she'll actually gobble up all the fry. I've had that happen to me, unfortunately, where I just stepped out. I saw it real quick on my way out. I stepped out for a couple hours and came back, and she ate all the fry. And that was disappointing because it was actually this female right here who's more of a gold color compared to some of these washed out ones here. So I'm trying to select the females with the nicest, deepest gold color. And for the males, you can see this one here. He's got some reddish pink in the sword there. I'm selecting for that trait. I think that's a nice trait to have in this line. So far I just have the 2 males there with that as my breeders. You can see the other ones don't really have it. I like it either way. I think it looks good both ways. Got the new fish in here. Let's see what we got. Nice and wrapped in case there was any leaks. Oh, these already look nice in the bag. These are the Roebuck Reds, Luke Roebuck Reds guppies. Yeah, those look good. Looks like I got some extras here. I just got a trio, but it looks like there's some extras. So that's always good. Yeah, these guys look really good. Let's get them in the tank. Here's a look at the guppies in their quarantine tank. These guys look really good. These came from Gray D on YouTube. If you're a super guppy nerd like me and love guppies, definitely check him out. Produces quality fish, makes his own strains, all things like that. The quality that he produces is, it's amazing. You can see the perfect tail on the ones I received. He even sent an extra pair. I ordered a trio. It was nice enough to send me an extra pair. But these are, like I said before, the Roebuck Reds. I know Doug's been working with these for 15 years. If you don't know who Roebuck is, he's internationally known pretty much as one of the greatest guppy breeders. He's won multiple IFGA shows, and this is one of his strains. So I'm really excited to get this strain. They have almost a full red body. I like the gold they kind of have on the top there. Females have some color in the tail, which is nice. These guys are eating well, and they like the water sprite there because I know that's how Doug keeps them in his tanks, so I thought that would help them acclimate better. Gonna move these guys probably at 20 eventually and hopefully crank these guys out. I think I'm gonna move these Longfin white clouds and put the Panda Guppies that I got not too long ago in here. Got the sand substrate, and the Panda Guppies are black, so I think that'll be good versus something like the Eco Complete. And while I move these guys, I think I'm going to select a few with the longest fins to breed. You can see some males have much longer fins than others, like that guy right in the middle there. He's got the nice, really long fins. The other ones still have long fins, but not as long. And there are some females in here that also have long fins, and some that not so much. So like that one right there is a nice candidate. So I'm gonna select the best ones and move the rest into a different tank. Here are the ones I went with to breed. You can see the males have the nice long fins. It's interesting in this line, there seems to be two genetics with the fins. You can see that male there has full red on the fins, and then some have like a white or gold tip to them. I like both of them, so I don't select for either trait. It seems to be on both the males and the females. I got the biggest females I had with the longest fins. And they've only been in the tank for like an hour at this point, and I could already tell that they're loving the Java moss. The males are starting to spar, and they really want to breed in here, which is great that they're comfortable already. I'll give these guys a couple days, and then I'll either move the moss or take the parents out. And we got this tank cleaned up, got the algae off the glass, nice water change. I took out the piece of wood that was in there. I want to give this dwarf sage some room to fully carpet out. I think this is a perfect tank for these Panda Guppies because these females are pretty large, and the fry they have are extra small compared to some other guppy strains that I have. I don't know if you could tell how large this Amazon sword is, but it's taking up half of this 20-gallon. And I think it's perfect for the fry because you can see that it sits right up to the surface here. You can even see that one, I guess, got scooped, that he's hiding, and he's blocked by the big females right there. These smaller guys are hanging out on the top, which I think is pretty interesting. And it's more difficult for the bigger guppies to get in the back, so I think there's a chance that they might breed in here without eating too many of the fry. And if they do, I'll just do the hang-on breeder box method that I've been doing with other strains. Here's an update on the trout Goodyears we got from Select Aquatics. They acclimated really well to my water without any issues. I'm hoping that some of the females will drop pretty soon. These guys don't have as many fry and don't drop as often. Guppies, it's usually every month. These guys, it's every couple months. But once we see the first fry, I'll be really excited. See the Longfin, super red bristlenose pleco there. They're doing good in here. They're still breeding. The cave over there. We have some of their fry up here. Probably gonna put these on the website soon. A lot of people have been asking about them. But they're doing really great. And the last thing I was able to get done today was actually paint the new wall and that door. Something that took a lot longer than I thought. Something I was super paranoid about. with the paint fumes and all the tanks. I had fans going, I had the window open, but I'm glad it's done. You guys supporting me lets me do little upgrades like this in the fish room, get more tanks, more fish, so I can't thank you guys enough. I'm able to finally put up my fish tube artwork back up on the wall. I'm probably going to put it over this couch here. But that was another day in the fish room. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.